Ready? Hold on, I'm gonna take off my shoes. Hello everyone, this is my friend Jacqueline Nagel. Today we're going to be teaching you how to make rope, like my necklace. Focus, autofocus, I don't know if it, okay. So, do you remember the name of the...
I have no idea how to do this.
Do you remember the name of the plant?
No, but
Okay.
I know monarchs like it.
That is true. We just went and got this in my prairie garden in my backyard. I can post a link to that here. Because I have a video about my prairie garden. Or it would be like here.
Wouldn't it be there?
Right here. So this is the milkweed plant. Monarchs have to live their entire life cycle on it. So it's really crucial that we have a lot of these plants, if you like monarchs at least. Because if we don't have these, there are no monarchs. So we cut this off. So. Split the whole thing down the center. So you can just do that by smashing it. You want them to be relatively dry. If they're wet, they don't crack like this one. Which is okay. It'll just be a little bit harder to do. Split it all the way down the center. And sometimes you get to this little snag where a fiber goes all, oh I messed it up. But there's a fiber that goes from both sides. You just snap those, it's fine.
You're not in it.
Can they see?
Do you want me to like make sure you're in it?
Yeah, that'd be helpful actually.
Should I do it with the camera?
Yeah, we could just take it off. Separate the skin that has the fibers in it from the inner woody part of the plant. And this is called striking. There's a little bit of fiber already coming off, so that's good. So what you want to do is snap it towards the center of the plant so that it looks like that almost. And then with your other finger, kind of push the woody part of the plant away. And then you can just discard the other woody part of the plant. So that looks like this again. I'm going to snap it towards the center. And when I say towards the center, I mean it shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be towards the outside. It should be towards the inside. And that's so the outside skin doesn't rip. Because this part doesn't really matter. This is the part we're trying to get. Oh, sometimes you can get to these parts where there was a branch and there's like this little eye kind of thing. It's called a bud scale scar, I think. And you want to kind of peel that off as much as possible. And it will leave a little hole, as you can see, in your plant, but that's okay. You just don't want that because it gets, well, you'll see later. It gets hard when there's all those little hard parts that are stuck to the skin. And the skin will probably start to curl, which is fine. You really want to make sure that when you're peeling these away, that you're not peeling fibers off. So sometimes fibers will peel off that way, so I'll go back to this side and kind of pull from this side a little bit too, and then go back to this side and kind of just like teeter-totter them until they're completely free of the skin. So there's two parts, the wood and the skin. You don't want to go just one way, so I don't want to keep pulling from this way because I'll lose fibers. I want to break first, maybe pull a little bit away from that side, then pull a little bit away from this side, and kind of just keep going back and forth until they just kind of come free. Because you're trying to keep this part the fiber. Do you think that's a good explanation? We can probably wait until the next part. Do you want to do some of this?
Sure. This will be the true test if you taught well.
Ooh, good call.
Okay, so I like break it here.
Towards the inside.
And then like, oh, okay, that's not hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
You kind of just have to like, it sounds like really hippie-ish, but like listen to the plant.
I'm listening.
Because sometimes they're in a bad mood and they're like, no, I'm going to make this really difficult for you. I hope we got at least one comment that's like, oh my gosh, Zooey Deschanel totally copied that girl's style. Because she did.
Have you seen her new show at all?
Yes, New Girl.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with it actually.
It's really funny.
It is really funny.
I always, whenever I'm wearing my glasses, I do the thing with her glasses or
Wow. Of course you do. You practically made that up.
I did make that up.
Kind of gross light though. Hopefully that's like the cover.
Getting a nice close up on my really chipped nail polish.
Jackie made chip nail polish cool. So you don't want it to be too black or else it will just die and then you won't be able to get any fibers from it. We're just waiting for this one to dry currently. Whoa, zoom out. There we go. Okay, so we have had a good chat about permaculture. What we want to do is take this, which is what's left currently, and we're gonna put it in between our hands, and we're just gonna start to roll it between our hands. And if it's too wet, it is harder to get the skin off, like this is. So you can kind of start to go like this, and you're trying to get the skin away from the fiber. These are the little fibers, and then there's little bits of skin that you gotta get as much off as possible. Would you like a turn?
Sure.
It's a very forgiving art form. The fibers are really, really crappy, which sucks. Twist it in about the center. Not perfectly the center though, because if you went like this, then there would be a weak spot right here in the rope, which is why you want to get it a little uneven so that there's a weak spot here and a weak spot here. You don't want it to be matching. Does that make sense?
I think so.
Okay, so we're gonna twist it until it kinks like that, and then we're gonna grab the kink, and then we're gonna twist towards ourself, like so, and then from there you just keep twisting towards yourself, and then once you twist it to where it like can't really twist anymore, you flip it over. So I'm just continuing to switch the sides. Does this kind of make sense, Jackie?
Yeah, it does.
Where you like twist until it's like twisted enough, and then switch. And then I'm pinching with this hand really hard to make sure that the fibers don't undo. I mean, they wouldn't really, but you just want to make it really tight and precise as much as possible. This is probably the crappiest rope. Nope, I can't even say that because I made even crappier rope this year.
I just mean before, like, was shaking and not being in the right place. I don't know.
It'll be good practice for your new vlog, which I will link to once you upload videos.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, it will. But seriously, once you do have your vlog, like, I would love to like do videos with you and stuff. YouTube recommends that actually to get more viewers.
Collab.
And so, as you can see, viewers of mine and Jackie's, you have rope. That's really crappy rope.
I kind of like the way it looks with all this stuff mixed in.
It kind of does look kind of like earthy almost, you could say. There's like leaves coming out of it. Oh gosh. This is what it should look like on the left and what it shouldn't look like on the right. So you can tell that there's a huge difference in quality. Would you like to say goodbye? Bye everyone. This is Jacqueline's keychain that we just made. It's got one of the little gall beads on it with a knot. It's the rope that we just made. How do you feel?
So natural.
Mm-hmm.